And I am Pamela Lewerenz, the Brick Wall Coach. Sorry, we are a few minutes late. There is a time change going on here between the UK and the US.
It's my fault, guys. It's my fault.
No worries at all. So I am joined today by Rebecca Cross. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. It's so lovely. I've been really looking forward to this, which is, when I was thinking, oops, I'm supposed to be, but at least now I've got an extra hour free later, Pamela. That's the best thing.
That's right. That's right. So Rebecca is going to talk to us a little bit about Facebook groups in a little bit, but first we want to get to know Rebecca. So why don't you let us know about the businesses that you run? Because you have two, I think.
I do. I have two. I have one that is in property. So here in the UK, I like to provide homes for people that's affordable. So it's about having high spec homes that are affordable. And it's something I've been doing since 2014. And it's something I love. And it's something that it's great when you find people here in the UK are struggling to find accommodation, and you can provide them. That's really great. So I love that. That's a passion of mine. And then I have my business mentoring and coaching business that I've had officially since 2016. So yes, I love that. I mentor on an online business about 200 VAs globally, which is to do with a mentoring program I head up for an online global business, which I love. It used to be actually a business I invested in 7 years ago. And then I have Stepping Into Greatness, which is my coaching brand, which is something about working with budding entrepreneurs who's probably only been in business literally from zero, like they're just thinking about an idea, or they're thinking, can I do this? Is this the way forward? Should I do it? To maybe going into their second year where they may be winning clients, but they're just not quite there where they need to be.
Yeah.
So I'm on a journey to help 2 million women globally.
Ooh, I love it. I love it.
It's a big one. I'm loving it. I'm looking forward to smashing it. Don't know how old I'll be, but I'm looking forward to it.
So tell us a little bit about the face behind your business. What about you would you like to share with the audience?
Well, I'm very much, and I won't do it here because it works. I don't know your audience fully, but I am a bit of a potty mouth, Pamela. So I'm very much about black and white, blunt. I'm very much about authentic strategies for an individual. I don't have the same strategy for every person because there isn't the same strategy for every person in my mind. Yeah. Because I work with mindset, because I'm an NLP practitioner as well, I like to really figure out where the beliefs are, where the limitations are with individuals, because we've all got them into one area or another, which affects our performance and what motivates us and drives us. So I know. So it's always very complicated being a human being, isn't it? We're born with these belief systems. Why can't we just be born with it all, perfect? So I really like to work with people with, I call it my group's authentic and no BS, basically. It's about really digging deep, figuring out what's going on. And if you really want to run a business, if you've really got a mission, if you've really got a vision, having that strategy in place, having those goals, anything is possible. You can do it. There's nothing that can stop you to achieve any abundance. I am that certain because I've done it myself. And if I can do it, anyone can do it. Believe me.
And I think that's why we connect so well, because I'm so like that too. No matter where you are in your business, you can do it. You just have to focus on it and you can make it there. And the same exact way, there isn't one plan that just fits into everybody's life perfect. No. It has to be tweaked depending on who you are as a person, because that's really, I drive that home every week, because really our life is up here and everything else comes beneath it. Our business is just a piece of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's about, I'll use the analogy of property because it fits well for me explaining it, but it's like when you build that house with those foundations, there's going to be things in our childhood, even in our young adulthood, that are making it those foundations can get cracks. And sometimes if we don't deal with our mindset, if we don't work on us, then those foundations, it's like building a house on sand. Eventually it will just sink. So it's about making sure you've really got solid foundations and where you build that business. Now, what I do with the authentic business strategy is that I bring in some things that, you know, what I want to talk to you guys about the Facebook groups, that's something anyone could do, but it still be an authentic strategy to that person because of what they want to do, what's their mission, who they want to serve. So that authenticity needs to come through. And I've got a real bugbear with the online side because with the online space, it's very glamorous, and sometimes people don't get to the real truth that building a business is tough. It's not easy. No. And that you need to really work on these foundations, really got to work on strategy. And I call it like the 3 M's. If you work on your mindset, the money will come in, which is the second M. If the money's coming in, then you know that you are serving the right people, which means you are fulfilling your mission. So I really feel it is that way. It's just about how far do you truly want to go to have the life you want? But it is possible.
I love that. I love that. That is so true. That is great. That is a great way to look at it. So what about your coaching business lights you up? What do you really love doing in your coaching business?
I tell you the one thing I love, which is probably, it might not be answering, well, it might be answering your question in a backward way, but the best bit is when my clients win the clients. It's as simple as that. If they're winning clients, then I know I'm doing my job right. If they are smashing it, if they're making the money they want, if they're waking up motivated, if they're waking up with a big smile on the face every morning and getting excited, or even when they know they can handle the next hurdle that's coming. And because I have a saying, another level, another devil. So every time you're going up the ladder, don't think it gets easier. It's just another problem you've got to solve. It's just another solution you've got to find. So I'm very much about if my clients are finding those solutions, they're winning those clients, then that is the best bit of my coaching business, because I can sit there knowing that I'm doing it. I'm helping those 2 million, part of the 2 million I want to help. They're all moving forward. They're all bettering their lives in some way, if that makes sense.
Nice. Absolutely. Absolutely. I say the same thing. You know, your success is my success.
Absolutely.
If you know, the clients are not successful, then I don't feel like I'm doing my job. So I totally get it.
Exactly. And that is the best. That's what I love. And also, I think what I do love, and that's probably where my ideal client is, that I like to really deal with startups. So I like to think of those ideas. So when I give you these 3 secrets about the Facebook group, the number 1 secret, which we'll talk about in a minute, is very much about when you're thinking about those new ideas, when you're trying to think about how you want to stand out, what your brand's going to look like, what your messaging's going to be about. I love that. Like the startup part is that's the exciting bit, which is why I prefer to work with people who are just starting out compared to my coach who hasn't got any patience for that. She needs to have somebody. She says it to me all the time. I couldn't work with people you work with. I haven't got the patience. It's got to be someone who's established and just wants to go to the next level, you know. She can, and that's the difference. That's why I love to work with those that need that extra handheld, just that little bit of comfort.
So somebody who really is just starting out, up to what, like 2 years?
Yeah, I would say up to
18 months.
Yeah. Sometimes I have worked with people coming up to the second year and they've just kept going and they've just got to a point, why is it not working? Like, what is going on? And we've just had to look at certain tweaks and change a few little things, and then they're back on track. Yeah. But really it's probably 0, just starting out to 18 months-ish.
Yeah. Yeah. One of my favorite audiences too.
Perfect.
See?
Love it.
Well, good. I am going to give you the floor so you can explain about the Facebook groups.
Why, thank you. I love this. So if I start getting really, really excited, it's because I'm so excited about what I do. The one thing I love, and what I realised in 2018, which some of you guys may have noticed if you have a Facebook group community, is that they were getting really saturated. Everybody wants to be in a Facebook group. And near the end of 2018, a lot of groups were closing. So the difference around what's happening in 2019 is that more and more Facebook groups you can find are if you use them in the right way, you can profit from. And I profit from my Facebook group. I have done since June 2018. So I know there's a strategy around it, and it's something I really love to actually teach my clients. So the first secret I want to give you guys is that if you really want to build a community and you really want to get people to know you, because I don't believe in selling, I believe in building relationships. I believe in building trust, and I believe spending that time in my day-to-day to make sure that if somebody gets to know Rebecca, they know that I'm the real deal. They know I'm transparent, I'm honest. I mean, the stuff that I say sometimes, I know people go, why have you said that? Like, they'll never work with you now. But I think, then they're not my ideal client. Because I'm not going to try and say something just to try and get a sale. It's got to be somebody who clicks with me and understands that I can help them build their business. And the Facebook group strategy is one income stream. So I believe strongly when you've got a business, you need a multiple of income streams. Just as I've got my coaching business, I've got certain streams within my coaching that brings different income streams. And the same with my property. So it's something I love to teach. So I wouldn't say to someone, just concentrate on a Facebook group and that's how you bring in your business, because tomorrow the government could put Facebook group down and then you've got nothing. So you need to ensure you have other things in the background. That's really important. So the first secret I want to give you is it's really important to figure out when you're doing your Facebook group, what is the model of your group? What is it that you want it to be known for? Do you want it to be known of something that is to getting tips and tricks on a certain element of what you do? Or do you want it to actually be somewhere that they come for support and that they have that option to buy if you want to? Because it's really important you get the right people in this group. And if we like it or not, and some people might not like this, is that a lot of people go in groups and take. There's no two-way street, and those people are not welcome in my group. It has to be a two-way street. The other thing to not worry about when you build a group is don't worry about numbers. Like I'm a great believer, and I prove this in my own business and my clients. We have low numbers and high conversions. And the reason why we have high conversions is because we're always talking to our ideal client. So if you have a masterclass and you've only got 11 people on, believe me, if they are your ideal client, you will get clients from those 11 people. So numbers matter if you want to have a huge following, because you want to take your business to, going on stage with the big celebrities, or you want to really take your business to that level. But when you're starting out, don't worry so much about numbers, in my opinion, because as long as you've got the right people in your group, you will be fine. And I prove that day in, day out. So I'm really strong on that point. In terms of your group, it's important that you think about those people that's coming in, that you've got the right messaging. So when you're looking at your Facebook group, what kind of people are coming in and what do they want? So this is takes me really to the second secret, okay, which is when you've figured out how you want your group to look, what kind of feel it is, what you're kind of using for your visuals, what you're kind of doing for the name, because the title's really important. It's got to be really clear through the search engine. Somebody puts entrepreneur or a female entrepreneur or budding entrepreneur, my group will come up. That's because they'll know, or if they want to step into their own or step into greatness, my group will come up. So you want things to really be seen in the search engine. But when you really want to find out, okay, have I got the right people in my group? What I offer, does my offering give the results, the tangible results that my ideal client wants? Then that's when the second secret is about actually doing some market research. Market research, I know for many, is boring as hell. It's like, find your ideal client, do your market research, do a business plan, and people switch off. Because in this day and age, everyone wants a quick fix, don't they? They want to make 5-10K in a month just like that. Well, you can if you get a lottery ticket. Or you can do the old-fashioned way and take a few little steps of learning processes, figuring out your research, which doesn't take long. You can do this within a few days, But for me, I love doing market research daily in my group. I'll ask questions. I want to know what they're up to, how they're feeling, what results they're getting. It means I'm staying in touch. It means I'm using their language. Power of language is so important. obviously I'm going to speak like that because of my NLP, but language is very important. If somebody's always saying, and you find you've got keywords in your group all the time, overwhelm, fear, lack, then these are the tangible results your client wants fixing. These are the things. They don't want to be overwhelmed anymore. They don't want to feel lack. They don't want to feel insecure. They want to feel, they want the opposite of that. So that's when you've got to show that you understand that. So that's when you can do market research. You ask these questions, and 9 times out of 10, and I do this with my clients, if you do your market research right, you will have someone who says, wow, can I have a call with you? You kind of get where I'm coming from. And you can potentially win clients through doing your market research. In fact, I actually closed someone on my online program I haven't even launched yet last night.
I love it.
I know, because I've got my masterclass for the 26th of March. And she said, I need your help. And I said, well, I think my program's right, but I haven't launched it yet. And so she got a little saving, and because she came on, and I thought, because we do market research, you ask the question and people want to know. So that secret is something you should always keep doing, in my opinion. Market research never stops. If you feel your engagement's dropping, don't panic. Don't think, oh my God, I need to close my group down. It's not working anymore. No, because we all do it. And this is another thing about business. You've got to be resourceful. So you need to stop. You need to think. You need to breathe. And you need to say, right, I've got no engagement. Well, let's look at the insights. Why have I not got any engagement? Is it the time of the year? Is it because the clocks have gone back and Rebecca has no idea, so she comes on late? Is it because I told everyone in my group it's 3 o'clock and now it's 2:30 and I'm not going to be there at 3 o'clock? So, it's about really looking at, when you're looking at engagement, what is it that I need to do to turn this around? Because if you've had engagement high before, if you've been winning clients before, you can do it again. You've just got to not keep out of tune of your audience. It's about keeping in tune. Does that make sense?
Yes, definitely.
If I'm talking too fast, let me know, Pamela.
No.
Excited. Honestly, I get so excited about this stuff. I love it because Facebook groups it's a free resource. It's a free resource. And if you're really, really clever and you're making sure that your audience sticks with you and sees you on other platforms, just in case Facebook ever did go down, you've still got that content, you've still got that contact, but you're also being able to make money from it each month. And that's something I think that's really important, because if you are winning clients from your group, that means you're doing your job right. You're speaking the right language. You've got a solution. So if you can do it on Facebook, you can do it on Instagram. If you can do it on Instagram, you can do it on LinkedIn. You can do it everywhere. You can do it through all your other platforms. So the third secret, and this is really the most important one. Well, no, it's not actually. They're all important. I don't know why I said that. It's just the end result. I'm thinking, well, they're all important. That's why the secrets is making sure that you are able to begin a sales process. Okay, so the secret 3 is actually you're beginning a sales process. So this is when you will be really understanding, when you're building those relationships, by creating something in your group that they can see that you're showing your value. So what I'm doing with you now, guys, and I'm transparent, right? I'm completely transparent. It'd be great for you guys to now think, gosh, you've got these 3 secrets. I want to know how she does it. Has she got a group program? Right, I need to investigate. Now, of course, what I'm doing now is a part of a sales process that I'm doing in your group now. Now, I'm not selling, but it's not about being black and white. I'm selling. It's about starting the psychology of demonstrating to you my value, about the results I can give and how I can do it. So this is a third secret. It's about you finding your authentic strategy or authentic message without being in someone's face and saying, buy me now. And you triggering people because you're being too pushy and you're not understanding their needs and you're not building those relationships and you're not building that trust, when actually what you want to do is say, okay, guys, I'm going to give you something for free, and it's got to be your best. Like, don't feel fear of competition. Don't feel fear of, oh God, I can't tell them that because that's in my one-to-one program. Like, screw that. Do it. Like, show them your golden gems. Show them everything, because for a start, they won't remember and they'll want to come back to find out more. And secondly, they won't understand the front and the back. You've just told them the middle bit. So there's a process with everything. So beginning that sales process and understanding how you want to do that, be that giving some training, there's got to be a nice flow so they can see, oh my gosh, I could really get results from you. Now, they might not like you. You've got to like the person you want to work with. So they might take it away and see if there's somebody similar. That's okay. But that doesn't matter, because what's important is if you've got the right people in your group and they're staying and the engagement's there, and you get this sales process correct by giving some value, by showing them the results, by thinking about their pain points, by understanding what they can do and what you can deliver, they will stay and they will want more and they want to hear more. And if they're not a client for you, then don't worry about it. It's not the end of the sales process. You might do another training 2 months later and then they might be ready, because you've also got to remember, not everyone is always ready to invest or to buy your product there and then. That doesn't mean they won't. And sometimes, and I've had this happen to me when someone's put the phone down on me because I wasn't ready to buy, or I didn't want to buy. And I think, you've completely messed that up. Because later on, I might want to do Facebook ads, but I'm not going to do it with you now because I didn't buy. And this is the other thing. I don't use Facebook ads. I will be really honest with you. I know nothing about Facebook ads. I think I attempted a Facebook ad once back in the end of 2017, and I might have tried it in May 2017 and one in May 18. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. Now, I do create the figures I want on my Facebook group, and I get my engagement and I win clients, and I do not have Facebook ads. I don't use them. And I don't have huge people in my group. I've just taken out 100 people, and I took 100 people out back in January because they weren't engaging, they weren't there. I didn't even recognise the names, really. So it's like, if I don't recognise your name and you're not engaging, then there's no point being in there. Plus, what people do say is that, well, why are you taking people out? They might be your ideal client, but they might just be watching. But the thing is, what you don't understand is when you're doing training, you're starting the sales process, those people who I call sitting ducks who are just listening are stopping your algorithm. So I want everyone to see my content. It doesn't mean if they're going to buy from me or not, or my Facebook group's going to be profitable at the level I want it to be. It's the fact I'm there to support them as well, not just to sell to them. So
just because you take them out doesn't mean that they're not going to ask to come back in. They'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm missing all this awesome stuff. I have to get back in there.
Exactly. And I've seen that. And when I notice a name's gone out and come back in, which has happened only a couple of days ago, I will say to them, thank you so much for coming back. And I'm sorry I took you out, but you weren't doing anything. And when I'm training and when I want to give somebody my next value, so I've just given someone an ideal client checklist so they can, people aren't seeing it. Only 2% of the group are seeing it because there's too many sitting ducks in there. And I understand they might feel shy, and I understand they might not want to comment, but you've got to get out of your comfort zone. So if you want to be in there and you want to be seen in business and you want to take this business seriously, then you've got to come out. And next time you come in, you're going to have to start engaging, because it will affect the algorithm. And that's why I do see a lot of people saying, oh, Rebecca, but they could be your ideal client. Well, they're not, because they're not. I need action takers.
Right.
That's what's really important. I need action takers. So it's just, I've only touched on them briefly because I didn't know how much time had gone, and obviously I was late.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's great. That's terrific. That was, I'm over here taking notes.
Good. I like it.
I mean, that's exactly what it's all about. You're getting these people into a Facebook group because of what you're putting out there. You're saying you will get X if you join this group. Then you are going to give that to them. And if they're not taking part, they're not able to comment, like, share, do whatever it is, then it really, like you said, it doesn't really matter if you take them out. If they wanted to be in there, they'll ask to come back. Absolutely. Or that just leaves the door open to add someone new who does want to.
Exactly. And I think the more engagement you have, Facebook Lives are really important. You should be going live in your groups every day, in my opinion, because you want more people to see you. They need to, they need to commute. I mean, there might be some of your audience who go, oh God, I'm not sure about Rebecca, but hopefully there'll be some who will say, God, she's like amazing. you know, you've got it. People can't see you and get to know your personality and understand your truth and understand what you're about and how you want to help behind a post all the time. So you need, you know, putting a nice image in a post is great, and of course you need to do that, but there has to be a mixture of everything. You've got to really get your message across. What is it? What's your mission? Also sharing your story. You know, I used to be so scared telling people about my past and about my childhood, and it was not about, oh, let's another sob story. It was about, no, if I seriously can do what I'm doing, then there's no excuse for anyone. I mean, for anyone. I mean, you see so many people with adversity, with disability, with, oh God, and they are smashing this world.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's no excuse, because it's all what we're thinking up here. Yeah. And that's when I believe we need to help with that, which is where I think of those 3 M's. The mindset,
you can think of a lot of excuses, but there's really no ceiling. There's no end to the possibilities you can achieve once you just set your mind to it. And really, it's like you said, it really starts with the mindset.
Yeah, 100%. So that was just a few little secrets.
Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful. It was full of information. That's great. So hopefully whoever was not able to join live will come back and watch the replay. And I am sure that Rebecca will circle back around and answer any questions anybody has. Where can people find you? Where can they connect with you?
Well, to be honest, the easiest place is in the Stepping Into Greatness community. If you've put in Step Into Greatness, Rebecca Cross, just come into my community and you'll get to see me in action, see what I'm doing, how I do things. You can look at the way the group's operating. It's because I'm doing what I'm saying I'm doing here. And please just pop in and you can connect or message me. I'm always on Facebook, as long as the government don't put it down.
I know, and that's the other thing about everything social media. They change the algorithms, they change the rules, and we may not even be able to do this as of tomorrow. Who knows? I mean,
exactly.
You wake up someday and they'll tell you it's over.
Yeah,
Find a different way.
Yeah, exactly. It's always good to have a contingency. That's why I always say have a multiple of income streams. When one works, keep that going, but have another income stream. And that's how I've survived 11 years in entrepreneurship.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. And again, massive apologies for me not knowing the time difference.
No worries. No worries at all. We got it done, right?
Thank you so much for having me. You're amazing. Thank you.